with Jack Nicholson, with Jack Torrance blowing up the hotel, and at the end there's a flash forward to when the son graduates from high school, and he's like, "I'm the ghost of your dad. Way to go, son." That's how the fucking miniseries.
I know.
The
miniseries was
embarrassing bullshit, right? That's how the real story ends in Stephen King's moron mind.
Yeah.
But Stanley Kubrick said, "No, you are frozen to death in the ice and the snow. In Dante's Inferno, the worst sinners are frozen alongside Satan. Satan's wings are flapping and causes ice to form. Anyway, that's what he says. But anyway, you're frozen because the worst crime is to kill your own family. Or try to kill your own family. That's exactly what Jack Torrance does, or tries to do. And that's the Kubrick reimagining of the ending, which is so fucking awesome in my opinion. It's so great and fits so perfectly with that approach in the end of the movie. I'm sorry, everything got really quiet while I said that. But anyway, no one in the movie bothered to talk about something like that. Everybody else is like, there's a Minotaur when it's this woman skiing and a poster.
That
Minotaur. It's because the moon landing is faked. You are also a retard.
It's like, but the reason that I don't mean to bring it because I don't mean to defend it, but only because The Room is different in King's book.
Yeah.
And so it's like, why did he change that?
From what I was reading, the reason they did
But the reason is not because Kubrick was part of the moon landing. I'm not arguing that. I'm just arguing that that was an interesting point because he actually chose to change it.
Yeah.
In the same way that you're making the same argument, that he chose to say, the book says this, but actually that's not what I'm going to do.
Right. Now, I'm not saying that Kubrick chose this frozen ending because of Dante's Inferno. I understand that.
But he's also so much smarter than that.
And I think it fits so perfectly. Like it fits exactly like the concept. But doesn't
he was a genius.
But there are people who say this is my interpretation.
Absolutely.
And there are people who say
he was a real genius.
Right. And, and here's the thing, exactly. And there are people who say, you know what, my pet like issue is the destruction of the American Indian, and so I insist that Stanley Kubrick's meaning behind The Shining is because it was built on Indian burial grounds, just like Poltergeist. Right, exactly. Is because of the. It's like there's a difference between saying this is my pet issue and I insist that that's what the artist meant, versus saying this is my pet issue and it's an interesting way to interpret the movie. Well, they took the tag and this is software. This is what it meant, right? And it was so embarrassing.
It's where you like mark things in the books and it's like, hey, here's an archetype, and here's this and here's that. A little bit of themes, and the theme there was there's 2 times that the Indian was referenced.
Right. People got crazy out there with that.
Yeah, and then they're like, and this is what it needs to be, and that's fine. I mean, that's what books should do. That's what movies should do.
Interpretation is totally kosher. I have 0 issue with that. But when some
essays, you want me to tell you what it stands for?
Yeah.
SAC. How do you spell it? Put it away.